When we talk about Batman, everyone knows that he is not anyone blessed with fantastic and impossible qualities, such as shooting webs out of wrists, or really, any type of over the top fantastic superpowers.
Wait, you're not just some guy in a bat costume, are you?
He is a very down to earth and believable concept. He can literally exist. And I just refer to Batman as a concept, as an idea to you guys. You've heard it right. So let's just discuss how possible this concept is. So, first of all, when I talk about Arkham Batman, I'm talking about Arkham Asylum and Arkham City versions of Batman, and not the one in Arkham Knight. Because in Arkham Knight, the suit is very advanced and very science fiction ish. Suits in Asylum and City are not only more realistic and approachable, but also they look way more freak and scary. So let's begin. So, he is possible because he never exposes himself into danger and just walks up to a bunch of angry mobs head on. Because no one would be very able to take on a group of attackers all by themselves. So, a real life version of this concept would utilize stealth in any type of encounter. Yes, he would just stalk any type of wrongdoers from darkness like a freaking creep and just plan his attack when they're the most vulnerable and when they're the most unready. A shock attack with great aggression by someone very strong and menacing would throw anyone off. Because this is what surprise attacks does to most people. And I mentioned about aggression, yes, because aggression is also what makes him realistic. This is the technique he is utilizing while taking on his enemies, and this is a legit tactic used by a lot of the militaries today. Well, also by a lot of the terror groups, but those wrong evildoers are out of focus of this video, so let's just carry on. So yeah, this is a technique that is utilized by a lot of the militaries in the world today, so this is legit, it just works. Stealth and aggression sounds kind of cool, right? But let's talk about what's aggression first. Aggression is the ability to put what you know in terms of fighting into work. For example, a fighter may be very athletic and very strong, very explosive, and very threatening. But if he is not able to show a lot of aggression to his opponent, and if he just gets kind of frozen and kind of unable to show his skills when they're meant to be utilized, you're just unsure of yourself, etc., when you're not confident, then his skills worth nothing and is garbage. When you just take a close attention to the way he moves, you just understand that he mastered the art of aggression like no one ever did. He doesn't flinch, he knows when he wants to damage someone. And when he does that, before anyone knows, he attacks the second guy, then the third guy, all while criminals are still unready for what attacked them. This can leave most people genuinely scared, like there is just a reason why people are calling him Master Tactician, because this is possibly the only way that you can survive when you fight against a group of people. You utilize stealth and shock tactics, you catch him by surprise, because otherwise you'd be just busted. So the stealth and aggression technique would work just as good in real life as it does in Arkham games. I know, I just made Batman sound like an ass who just walks up from behind like a creep and just lands a punch suddenly to a group of people, and maybe he really is a bad person, kind of. I don't know. But remember, he does all of this to wrongdoers like evildoers, criminals, killers, psychos, etc. And he's not only using stealth and aggression technique, but also he uses fear as a tool to serve him. First of all, he dresses up as some type of demonic figure with horns, and also like he is big. When you see this type of demonic silhouette in street, not only criminals, but like even civilians would be kinda fearful of you.
Not again! Oh, I'll kill you, all right. But by the time I do, that eye won't be the only thing you're missing.
What is that? Behind you!
Oh, come on. Expect me to fall for that? I mean, try something original. Ah! What the hell are you? Ah! No! Stay away! Don't hurt me!
All of these would scare people. There would be rumors about some type of lunatic in a bat suit, or a bat in a human suit. I don't know. There would be some serious rumors, urban legends, like human eating bat like monster. Man, when you think about it, in fact, he really is kind of a monster. Because this character is cold, man. He's like cold. Well, I mean, not cold in like killing people sense, but I do not need to remind that he does not kill because everyone knows that he doesn't kill. Well, I mean that coldness in a way that he's very reckless, like he's just beating people up, like and serious beatings. Like this can make most people genuinely scared. And you know how it's cold when someone just wants to and does spread fear into hearts? I think this character is not really like too much better than a villain. It's complex. He spreads fear, but he also beats up criminals and bad guys. But also at the same time, he's not very friendly. I mean, he's not calling himself friendly neighborhood Batman, right?
I do.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He calls himself Batman, and he wants things to fear from him. Because not only criminals fear from him, but also like normal civilians, they also fear from him too. So I think it's safe to say that this Batman would really, in real life, he would scare also good normal people. At least when he is not known by the masses and when he is not just famous. We just explored social effects of being a Batman. I don't know why it was a little off topic, but hey, let's move on. So yes, beating up 5, 6 people at once can be done. It is theoretically possible, especially if you're using stealth and shock tactics. So with that done, let's touch on his physical attributes. His physique is definitely approachable, albeit with steroids. Now, you don't need to have this big muscles in order to be freakishly strong. But unfortunately, you'd kinda need to reach this level because this much big muscles play into fear factor he's using. It isn't only useful to be intimidating, it's also useful because you'd just be stronger. I don't need to tell you that being strong helps in a fight. But first of all, you'd need to get into powerlifting and focus on getting competitive on 3 main lifts. This alone will make you stronger than 99% of the anywhere. Add in some gymnastics for agility and athleticism, and you are the next perfect Batman candidate. In my last video, I told that being very big and also being very athletic simultaneously is impossible, but found out that it's absolutely possible. Just watch this. As you can see, there is nothing impossible about being very insanely jacked and being very athletic at the same time. So, yes, I will say that Arkham Batman is realistic and possible. If it's unrealistic, it's because you play them in an unrealistic way. And the game just allows you to do that, and it's okay, it's just a game. But if you want to just look for some wisdom from these medias, there is a lot to be found here. In conclusion, Arkham Batman can exist. I am in the favor of the idea that he physically can exist, but Batman is so much more than brute force criminal slayer. In the upcoming video, we will talk about realism of his gadgets, his crime-solving skills, his fighting skills, and also his signature move, inverted takedowns. So stay tuned and do come back.